Hey guys, so today I have to talk about Guerlain. I am a big fan of their winter collections, and I always get the Meteorites. I have quite a collection over many years. So I got two products from the current collection that I want to talk about and perhaps inspire you to pick them up or check them out. And a couple of products from, from their more recent collections, but not the Christmas one. So let's start with the Christmas stuff. First of all, I have to talk about this. This is, I think, that one of their star products, kind of on par with Meteorites for me this year. I normally, they've come out with the Le Petit Robe Noir sort of sparkle spray with a scent, and I did not buy that one. I regret it slightly. So this year, I could not hold myself. I had to buy this Soufflé de Shalimar. This is a body and hair powder, iridescent powder, with a scent of this perfume that I adore. One of my favorite Shalimars. I love Shalimars. I have a good collection of Shalimars. This is my second bottle of this particular one, and this is Shalimar Soufflé de Parfum. This is a lighter, more fluffy, feminine, and relaxed version of Shalimar. It definitely has the Shalimar signature. It smells like it is a Shalimar, but it also smells like lemon cakes and delicious vanilla-y lemon desserts. It's really lovely. This one, I really urge you to go ahead and sniff this one. It's one of my favorite Shalimars ever. And I'm a huge fan of the Shalimar line, and I have a lot of them. But this one is definitely takes one of the very, very top spots for me. Actually, one of my favorite perfumes ever. So this one is the perfume that Natalia Vodianova, which is one of the most famous models in the entire world. She made her career big. She's been a face of Guerlain for many years, and this year she's collaborating on this Christmas collection, and I think she did a fantastic job. I really think she did well. I'll show you this perfumed body and hair shimmer. So you can say that the bottles are identical with the eau de parfum and the shimmer. And this is really beautiful cerulean blue, very deep blue with the puff, perfume puff. And this has a bit of glitter woven through it. It's gold and blue, and it's luscious. It's gorgeous. I really could not walk past it. And it smells like this exactly. So the fragrance remains unaltered. I'll show you the spray. So it creates this sort of wall of shimmer as you spray it, and the fragrance goes everywhere. It's so lovely. I'll show you, but the shimmer might not come across. There it is. So this is really not one of those natural looking highlights. It's really a shimmer. It settles with this lovely aroma, especially in your hair. I think it'll be lovely. First of all, tiny shimmers. They're gold, tiny gold shimmers in your hair, and the aroma of this beautiful Soufflé de Parfum. Just, oh, yum. These glitters, they don't stick to skin very well. I would recommend that you moisturize before you apply them. You can apply them on your shoulders, on your arms, on your décolletage, and on your hair. It'll look beautiful. So I'll pick some up off my arm, and I'll show you the actual color. You see, those are micro glitters, yes. So they're definite shimmers. They're going to be beautiful at holiday parties. I'm already thinking this is going to be gorgeous. So beautiful party look. If they're in your hair, I'm pretty sure you can wear it virtually anywhere because they're not very obvious in the hair, especially if your hair is not jet black. So it's gold glitter basically. Really fine gold shimmer. It feels really nice on the skin. And it smells, of course, I love the scent of this. So I was absolutely all over that product because the scent is one of my favorites, and the product itself was very cute. It has this nice shimmer. It's perfect for holidays. Big thumbs up. Go check it out. And don't forget, when you're wearing it, moisturize beforehand. Otherwise, this glitter is just going to leave you and not be there. And the second product in their line for the winter holidays is the Meteorites. And I am actually a really huge freak, a collector. When it comes to Meteorites, I have a lot. I have a drawer full of different meteorites, limited editions and not. I love them. I've finished bottles of or boxes of meteorites before, so I really use my powders. These are usually really gorgeous finishing powders. They give you a bit of glow, but it's very subtle. So if you're looking for like a highlight or a crazy mattifying powder, this is not going to be it. This is really a soft, luscious touch of luxury. I don't think the results are so obvious from these powders that you're going to be completely blown away, but I think it's a fantastic, amazing smelling violet powder that will give you this imperceptible sheen over your face and a healthy look, a bit of all over illumination without any kind of obvious in your face effect. So that's why meteorites are my favorites, and also they come in super cute bottles, so I have to get them. These particular ones are the legendary pearls. Behold, this is what it looks like. Beautiful cerulean blue and gold. Really beautiful Guerlain-esque print on the sides, and the bottom is also nice and reflective blue. This has 25 grams of products. A couple of years ago, they reformulated their powders. The powders became a bit softer, more dusty in the actual bottle, in the actual box. And they cut the product by 5 grams. I hate when they do that. Why? I want all 30 grams of this goodness. Leave them for me, please. So let's open the box. A lot of meteorites will have a cute puff or a regular white puff, which used to be the standard, but more recently, over a couple of years, they started producing these foamy plastic sort of gummy stoppers. They're not puffs. I really would like for them to just give us puffs. Why this gumminess? I would prefer a puff, but this is what they look like. These are gorgeous. They have gold, tiny gold balls in there. They have corrective sort of Tiffany blue ones and soft shimmering pink ones. I'll give you a little swatcheroo. This is the powder color. Here, I'll show you on the skin. Actually, this one is really not very perceivable. It's right here. So it gives you this slight gold sheen. There are corrective pigments in there, but they're not going to show up true to color on your face. They're just going to maybe bring down the green ones will bring down a little bit of redness, and the pink ones will brighten up a tiny bit. These are just, they smell fantastic. If you can, go ahead and smell the Guerlain Meteorites. They're beautiful smelling. They're very violet-y. Again, 25 grams of product is not that little when it comes to the powder. Yeah, they're just yum. I love these. I got another Meteorites box. Oh my goodness. This is the Carousel collection. It released a couple of months ago, and I honestly didn't think I'd be able to get my hands on it. I've asked around, and it seems like maybe it wasn't coming to Canada, but finally it was here, and I got my hands on it as fast as I could. I just saw it. It's a cute little tiny micro collection, and I really didn't care for anything else from it except these. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is candy pink happiness right here. As you can see, there's bubblegum pink package with very cute sort of pastel dots. Here we have this again, bubblegum yumminess and pastel goodness. The bottom is pink with silver. It's adorable. Same amount of product. This one luckily did have a nice puff. This is a standard Guerlain puff. I'm not really sure why they don't do that for all of their meteorites. Standard violet smell, just magical, which I love, love, love. But this is really, really delicious, gorgeous powder. Now, the awesome thing about this powder that I didn't realize right away, but I realized eventually, is the fact that for me, this is a blush. and I'm wearing it today. It's slightly glowy, really subtle, cute blush, and I think it's gonna work on light skin. I think for the darker skins, but this might not work well just because the pigmentation is quite faint. And it's not a bright blush, and it's not the kind of blush that will probably show up very well on you. However, you can still use it as a finishing powder, just like the rest of Meteorites. For pale girls, this is an amazing blush. Little pink ones are quite well pigmented. Then we have yellow, corrective purple, and white shimmery balls. So let's see. About the swatching. Here is a look at the actual powder that comes off the Meteorites. And why do I say that this is a pale girl's dream in terms of blush is because it is quite pretty. Look, so I have swatched with this finger, but you see the color. It's like, it's a really nice peachy pink with a sheen, with a pink sheen. It's very lively on the cheeks. So you see, it's a little bit reflective. It's really quite pretty, but subtle. You see, my cheeks aren't super, super pink. So if you're looking for a very pigmented product, in terms of blush, if you want to try this as a blush, no, this is going to be pretty subtle, but very pretty finish. Very, very pretty finish. And if you have a darker skin tone, then this will work very well as a sort of a brightening finishing powder. It probably won't show up on you as a blush. Just a warning. So again, a total hit with these guys. I think these are just awesome. Very, very good buy. The last thing I had purchased was a pretty recent release. It's their 5 shadow palettes. Now I have to preface this by saying I've bought Guerlain shadows before and I really enjoy them. The textures are not powdery. Their lasting power is very, very good, and they're not an extremely pigmented batch. Now I can enjoy, as much as the next person, very pigmented eyeshadows, and I do wear them and I can appreciate them, but I have to say that for everyday looks, I really prefer shadows like Chanel, like Guerlain, ones that give you this lovely watercolor soft look, soft effect. I am not the kind of girl who will go ham with the eyeshadow. This is just not my style. I appreciate it and I watch people do it on YouTube and I love it. But for me, I mean, that's not something I love doing in terms of makeup, so I'm a watcher, not a doer when it comes to really bright shadows. I can appreciate a very good texture in a shadow. For me, the most important thing is that shadows blend beautifully. They're not patchy, they were very long, and they create a pretty look on the eye. Pretty look is, of course, a very subjective thing. I think Guerlain shadows make a very pretty look on the eye. They're more natural, more professional, look a little bit more lush, and they're a little bit less makeup artisty, but rather maybe, you know, a professional woman. And this is kind of what I'm going here by buying this palette over here. There were a few of them in this collection. They have sort of thematic ones. They have a purple one, a blue one, a pinky one, which is what I got, and a brown one, which I really, really like, and maybe more others there too. I don't really remember right now. So I was debating between this one, which is 06 Bois des Indes, and the first one, Tonka Imperial. Those two really caught my attention because they're super neutral, very wearable, sort of everyday workhorse products. And I ended up going with 06 Bois des Indes. So this was really a hard choice for me, but I did make that choice, and finally I came home with a 06 palette. It is a bit more cool tone, it's a little bit more pinky. It's like neutral, slightly cool. The Tonka Imperial compact is sort of neutral warm. Both of them would be beautiful. I really recommend you check them out. They're really, really pretty, and they are very silky, nice, classic Guerlain shadows. So I'll show you what this looks like. These are the colors that I went for. I thought they would be my basic workhorse colors. It comes with a little separator. Here it says base, here it says nude, 2 choices, and here it says smoky, also 2 choices, so for 5 in total. And what does it come with? It comes with a sponge tip applicator, Guerlain. I mean, it's a really nice quality sponge tip applicator, and some people get away with using it. I prefer brushes. And it comes with a nice little brush, actually usable. So here we have a pretty soft synthetic paddle brush. It is reasonably small, so it's good for packing on shadows in a pinch if you don't have a lot with you. And it has a thin, very nice sort of angled brush that I plan to use for my eyebrows and for lining. And another reason why I chose this palette is because it possesses this nice cool brown sort of ashy shade right here that I personally am planning to use as an eyebrow powder when I'm traveling, because when I'm traveling I don't want to bring a ton of things. I would prefer to just bring one single palette and do everything with it. That's precisely what I plan to do with this palette. So the 5 shadows have a really nice spread of colors from light to dark. Let's have a little swatcheroo. The first one is this iridescent light color with a pink shift, but not so shiny that it will not work as, say, an under the brow highlight. It'll work anywhere because it's like satin finish. Another satin finish is this second one, and this is a nice pinky, slightly peachy lid color. The transfers very well. You can yourself see that there's not really much powdering or puffing up of the powder happening with these. The last one is a very nice taupey brown that will go well into the crease of the eye, just for to give it a little bit of shape, to contour a slight bit. The other two, this is the only color that I'm like about. It is slightly crumbly. And you can see the texture. The texture of these basically did not change after I put my finger in it. This is a little bit more crumbly. Here it is. This is a taupey brown, and it has a little bit of rather shimmer, really small micro shimmer. It's going to be a bit more satin than the others. These two are also satins. This is a matte. So this one is a little one that I have like a question about. The other ones I really don't. And here on my thumb is this brown that I'm planning to use in my eyebrows. I think it'll go very well with my hair color. So multitasking, hello. These are the 5 colors. 1, 2, 3 of them are, this one is like slight, very, very fine shimmer glitter. These 2 are really soft, buttery satins. This is a bit of a harder, dark matte color. And this one is a very soft, buttery matte color. So let's see how they transfer onto the skin. Let's start with this one. And again, pigmentation and crazy payoff is not what I'm after when I'm sort of getting Guerlain shadows. I am after a luxurious everyday look, because for the cost of the shadows, I want to use them all the time. So the darker matte color, I think, is slightly less smooth than the others. And the others are quite smooth. So let's take a look at the colors. Here is the light white with a pink shift. This is the nice lid color, sort of pinky peachy champagne. Here's the crease color, which is lovely, very soft taupey brown with a slight purple hint. This is the taupe color that actually ended up spreading out very nicely. So, I mean, it's somewhat more crumbly, not by any means crumbly, but compared to the other delicious smoothness, this is slightly crumblier formula, but it did not fall out, and it actually swatched really nicely. And this is the smoky dark brown for my eyebrows and for the liner. So, like I say, it's really sort of up to your preference of what you want out of your eyeshadow. These are not going to be super, super pigmented or very out there. These are my workhorses. So I was really happy with that purchase. So I ended up getting a gift from Dolce & Gabbana. Fine, I'm not mad at it. I prefer a Guerlain, but it's better than nothing. So I got 2 items in here. What they gave me was, it's from the Dolce line. What they gave me here was the Dolce perfumed body lotion, and actually a very nice packaging for it. I was actually happy because I was looking forward to trying the scent, but it didn't impress me enough in the boutique to sort of when it came out to sort of pick it up. It's very nice, wet, happy florals to me. So I'll see how the lotion sits on my skin, and then perhaps I'll reconsider, or maybe not reconsider the fragrance. We'll see. Basically, this is a nice way to try it out. And also I got a mini lipstick. Here it is, Dolce & Gabbana mini lipstick in 621 Dolce Flirt. I was hoping to all gods available that this is not going to be a red lipstick. And all those gift kits, for some reason, they just decided that it's a good idea to give you all red lipsticks all the time. I'm like, why? But I don't understand. It's a holiday thing, perhaps. But I have an excess of red lipsticks, and I just don't need any more. However, when I opened it, sure enough, this Dolce Flirt was a classic red lipstick. It says it's a matte formula, so I'm excited to try the formula. It's slightly like a cool toned red. I do think that I'll probably wear this more than some of my other ones. Here it is. So like a pinky red, sort of similar to what I have on my lips right now, actually, oddly. But it's not the same thing. You know what? I'll wear it for you. I'll see. We'll see how it looks. Okay, here are my natural lips. No pigment on them. Let's try this lipstick just for fun, since we're doing swatches. Okay, this is definitely a red color. I have to say that it is pretty smooth. It is easy to apply. I'm actually enjoying the tiny red bullet. How much is in this? 0.05 ounces, 1.7 grams. It's a good size for a mini lipstick, actually. You get a decent amount here, you see. And the fact that it's tiny, it actually makes it easier to apply for me. I like the color. I think it suits my skin tone. I like cooler toned reds. It is matte. My application is really not perfect, but the point of this is to show you the color. So on, I think it'll suit most skin tones. It is very pretty. It does make your lips look nice and full. I don't know how it'll dry down, but it applies matte, maybe slightly satin matte, and it's very comfortable. So far, I don't have any unpleasant feelings about it. That's it for today. I hope you check out some of this Guerlain winter collection, because I think if you want it, if you think that you might like it, you should check it out now, because it's going to be gone very, very quickly. Usually these winter collections, they don't really last very long on the shelves, unfortunately. So you have a chance to check it out. If you are not interested, then tell me why. That's it for today. See you. Bye-bye.